Okay, in this video we're going to look at how to use the patch tool. So the patch tool is nested here with the spot heal and brush tool, so you can right mouse click and pick up the patch tool. Now the patch tool is used to remove unwanted objects from your images. So for example, I've got a nice picture here of a boy running with a flag, but I've got another boy in the background here that I don't really want. So what I can do is with the patch tool is you just quickly and roughly draw around the offending object, which in this case is this young lad running in the background. Now it doesn't need to be an accurate selection, I don't need to go right up to the edges, just need to do a rough selection. Once you've gone around and created a loop, you get your marching ants, which shows that you had a selection. Then grab that and drag it to an area of similar texture and zone. Now I'm not let go of my mouse click yet because I need to line this up, so I'm just moving it so it all lines up, let go, bang, and there you go, you've patched him out. And that's how you can use the patch tool. Let's have a look at a few other examples as well. So if we open up this image here, for example, what I can do is I can just draw roughly around these students, drag it to an area. Now you don't want to drag it to a completely different texture zone, you want it somewhere similar, sort of rocks, close by, same kind of texture zone, and it patches them out. Simple as that. So you can then draw around, say for example this student again, and drag them up here to a different zone, and it patches them out. And I can draw around this one. I'm going to cut off his legs, and I'm going to drag them up, line it up so the grey and the red are sort of mixed together, and there we go, and just leave his legs behind. Then I can grab those as a second patch, so just drawing around them again roughly, just dragging it across and let go, and there we go, we've got a patch there. So you can remove objects from your photographs. Can also be used in kind of restoration as well. So if we look at this image here, do a Control-0, you can start patching this as well. So click, drag that around, draw around that, drag it to an area where there's no damage, let go, and it patches it. Same with this one as well. So it can be a much more quicker tool to use, for example, than using the clone stamp tool in terms of taking out these kind of errors that you have. The problem with the patch tool is when you start to get to where you have color changes. So if I try and patch this scratch out here of her teeth and stuff like that and try and move that along, I may end up with kind of a smudge and a blur, and it's not quite right. In that case you need to go in and use the clone tool and be a bit more accurate with those kind of selections. But when you're working in big block areas where it's all a similar shade of colour, as long as you're fairly accurate with your selection, you can drag that all the way over to there and it will patch it and remove that kind of scratch. So that's the patch tool for you.